Hey, what's up guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to my second video of my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5, wait for it, high yield savings accounts. In this day and age, we all have a checking and savings account, all managed directly through a bank. We have access to it 24/7 through a computer or phone, eliminating the hassle of carrying cash. Because let's face it, no one likes carrying cash. It's easy to lose, it's tougher to track, and on top of that, with the ever ongoing inflation of the US dollar, the purchasing power of your money is going to go down over time. So what is inflation? Inflation is the gradual increase of price in goods and services. In 1913, the purchasing power of $100 would be only equivalent to $3.87 in 2019. Inflation is caused when the US Treasury pumps an excess amount of money into the economy, surpassing the demand of goods and services. That's why in 1970, a cup of coffee would have costed you 25 cents. Today, that same cup of coffee would cost you $2, unless you make it yourself. But then again, that's a video for another day. So what can you do to hedge against inflation and maintain the value of your money? Well, that's where the high yield savings account comes in. With that being said, let's get right into the video. High yield savings accounts are a great way for your money to steadily grow. Sometimes they actually outpace inflation and actually increasing your purchasing power, which basically means you have more money in your bank account. So after a few hours of research and reading the fine print of all these high yield savings account providers, I actually created a top 5 list. I took into consideration the APY of all these high yield savings accounts, the minimums that are required to open these accounts, and the accessibility in general. Is it accessible through an ATM or is it all online? So here are my top 5 accounts that I would recommend for mid-2020. So the first high yield savings account is Ally Bank. This is the one I use on a daily basis. The reason why is they offer unlimited checking accounts, unlimited checks, and they have no account fees. Most of the listed fees are accessible on the website without any small fine prints. You can also download these PDF savings account fees and policies, which I'll link in the description below. The annual percentage yield, also known as APY, for Ally Bank's savings account is 1.25%. So let's put that into perspective. Let's just say you deposit $10,000 into Ally Bank without any additional deposits, and throughout 1 year, you'll make about $125 because 10,000 times 0.0125 is $125. On top of that, the FDIC insured up to $250,000 without any minimum deposits. Now the only problem I have with Ally Bank is 1.25% APY isn't actually the highest. It's not as competitive as other bank accounts which offer higher APY on their high yield savings account. The second high yield savings account is Goldman Sachs, a multinational bank that offers commercial financial services. The high yield savings account has a 1.3 APY across all balance tiers. So that means it doesn't matter how much money you have in the account, you're still going to get 1.3% no matter what. A $10,000 deposit without any additional deposits throughout the year will net you about $130 in profit. Again, it's FDIC insured up to $250,000, no minimum deposits, and no monthly fees. The only caveat with Goldman Sachs is they have branches, but it's very limited, and you can only have a maximum deposit of $1 million if that applies to you. The third high yield savings account is offered by Capital One, a very big brick and mortar bank that offers multiple ATMs across the country. Capital One's high yield savings account is 1.3% APY. Again, $250,000 FDIC insured, and there are no minimum deposits and no monthly fees. A $10,000 deposit will net you about $130 without any additional deposits. Capital One's high yield savings account is basically the same thing as Goldman Sachs, except you do have access to physical branches and ATMs across the country, making it a better option over Goldman Sachs. The fourth high yield savings account is Alliance Data's banking service. It's operated under the name of Comenity Direct. They offer some of the most competitive rates for high yield savings account. At a 1.45 APY, you'll net about $145 on a $10,000 deposit. Again, it's FDIC insured up to $250,000. In order to open up Comenity Bank's high yield savings account, you will need to deposit $100 as a minimum deposit. Everything is done online, so there's no physical branch. However, there are no monthly fees. The fifth and last high yield savings account is Vio Bank, and they've been gaining a lot of traction recently for the savings account. Right now, they currently offer some of the most competitive rates on the market. Currently, at a 1.5% APY, a $10,000 deposit will net you about $150. Again, the FDIC insured up to $250,000 and do require a $100 minimum deposit. There are no physical branches, so you have to do everything online, but again, there are no monthly fees. Now, the only caveat to this account would be the dormant fee. So if you don't make a transaction every 12 months, there is a monthly fee, $5 for every month. So as long as you deposit or withdraw money from your account every 12 months, you should avoid having this fee. And those are my 5 high yield savings account recommendations. Now, the interest rates on these accounts will definitely fluctuate as the Federal Reserve continues to readjust the national rates. For example, if the Federal Reserve decides to increase the interest rate by 0.5%, which is half a point, then the banks or the high yield savings account providers will do so accordingly and will most likely increase the interest rates by 0.5%. Second, you're not going to get rich off of keeping your money in a high yield savings account. The purpose of having a high yield savings account is a way for you to maintain the value of your money and purchasing power while keeping your money highly liquid. I would definitely recommend having a high yield savings account if you're planning to open up an emergency fund or maybe saving up for a down payment on a home maybe sometime in the future. As a recap, which I'll be leaving down in the description below, inflation devalues the value of your money and purchasing power over time. So having a high yield savings account is a great way to maintain that value while keeping your assets highly liquid. Ally Bank offers a 1.25% APY, FDIC insured up to $250,000 with no minimum deposits and no monthly fees. Goldman Sachs offers a 1.3% APY, FDIC insured up to $250,000 with no minimum deposits and no monthly fees. Capital One offers a 1.3% APY, FDIC insured up to $250,000 with no minimum deposits and no monthly fees. Physical branches are accessible, so I would recommend this over Goldman Sachs. Comenity Bank offers a 1.45% APY, FDIC insured up to $250,000 with a $100 deposit and no monthly fees. Vio Bank offers a whopping 1.5% APY, FDIC insured up to $250,000 with a $100 minimum deposit and no monthly fees. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the wait a second shameless plug, if you guys want 2 free stocks on Webull, link down in the description below. Sign up and deposit $100 and you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you guys leave a like and comment down below. And if you didn't, leave a dislike. If you guys want to see more content like this, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell and hook 'em.